more than 100 front-end add-ons in the past 2 or 3 years. And most of them are still active. Of course, some are obsolete or hyped, and a few of them merged to the Volto core. EEA runs over 20 Plone-based websites, many of them with Volto on top. And there I put some links. First one is the EEA main portal, the portal about biodiversity, the one about forests, climate adapt, and so on. All the source code, it's open source and can be found on the EEA GitHub organization. And of course, they are all released on NPM. I'll start with this design system we created recently for them. It's based on Docusaurus. There is also a storybook connected. Let me show you a bit how it looks. So, this is the design system. Here we have the components, accordion, buttons, etc. This is the accordion. You can see how it behaves. And there are also guidelines about various things like typography, colors, images, etc. This is the storybook, again the components, where you can play different variations, like for the accordion, you can see how it looks with filter on top, without filter, and so on. Yeah, I think I just wanted to mention that because I think it's quite interesting, and the work was intensive and would be quite a good example if somebody wants to develop such a thing in the future. Of course, there is also an EEA team that connects to this to the design system, and yeah, on the repository on GitHub, there are more other teams which are not based on this design system, just independent teams. You can check if you want. Okay, so today me and Alin will try to present like 40 add-ons. Hopefully there will be time for that. And yeah, we group them a bit on category. So let's see. These add-ons are Slate extensions, Slate add-ons, footnote, Zotero, data entity, label, and metadata. I'll start with Volto Slate metadata mentions. This add-on allows you to dynamically insert in your text, in your Slate block, metadata of the page of the document you are working on. You can combine multiple metadata, apply styles to them, and give you the value of the metadata just mousing around without editing that block. So quickly. There is a small video. Yeah, so this is the Slate block. I wrote with caps where I wanted to insert the value for the title and the end the value for the creators. So now I connect these words, these words with the metadata creators, and then the title. Creators also, I apply some style on it, like make it bold. And on the view, they will dynamically display the value of the title and the value of the creator. Okay, Volto footnote. This add-on will allow you to insert annotations within the text, and there is also a dedicated footnote block which will display all the annotations made there and the references, and the links between them, of course. So here are two annotations, and they are displayed in the footnote block and marked with 1 and 2 and linked to each other. Voltoslate Zotero is an extension of the footnote add-on. It's an integration with Zotero and open-air databases, especially for researchers or universities, but not only. So you already have a big database where you can choose references. Let's take a quick look. Okay, this is a footnote. And here is a search upon Zotero and OpenAir. It will be, the result will come from both databases. And pick one and reference it. And that's it. And this is a search for OpenAir. And the footnotes. Okay. Voltoslate label. Well, this is a tiny add-on. It just allows you to insert all these kind of labels to in your text with variations, like you can define the type of the label, the way it points, the tooltip position, tooltip type, tooltip size. You can decide to show up automatically or not. Voltoslate data entity. This will allow you to integrate in your text, let's say, data which can be provided from different sources, like a local CSV file, or an external SQL endpoint, or Elastic, and so on. So basically, you can query those databases and pick whatever value you want to dynamically be present in your text. So, for example, if the database updates, of course, your text will be updated automatically because they are all connected. Yeah, so again, you select the place where you want to insert the data. Find the provider, a data source. In this case, I think will be a CSV, a local CSV file. And all the rows and the columns are already available, so you can choose from them. You can also define a template of the data you want to be displayed. Like the value will be between parentheses, and the text will remain there. Okay, and that's it. The numbers appears. Okay, this is a bunch of widget add-on for geolocation, for time coverage, also an Elastic connector, a team picker, and a replacement for checkboxes. Okay, Volto widget geolocation. This is an enhancement to the, let's say, location widget. It is integrated with the geonames.org database, which includes a lot of geographical entities from cities, villages, rivers, whatever. And it's also integrated with collective taxonomy, so you can define taxonomy to look up over, like predefined list of countries you want to only select geotaxon there, or even groups. You can create a group of countries, for example, and once you select a group, all the countries from that group will be applied as geotags. Let's see. Okay, this is a widget. You can select a group, which is defined in a taxonomy, and you see all the countries from that group are applied. Or you can select a certain tag. And then advanced search, you search on open geonames database. And we can add a lot of filters here. I want to search for a country. I want to search for a city, like A-bar, country, Spain, and feature class, city, village. So to be sure the results will be already filtered. So yeah, first result I got A-bar. The others, I don't know, but I suppose there are some cities nearby or related. And then we'll select and insert and save. Okay. Volto temporal coverage. Well, this is a widget for the time coverage. It's not that complex, but the nice feature it has, like you can insert a period, like between 2010 and 2021, and the indexed data in the catalog will be all the years between that period, like 2010, 2011, and so on. So instead of just comma separated all these years in that field. This elastic widget is a is a widget that query an elastic endpoint and convert and expose the results in CSV, and can be used as, for example, as a data source for visualization. Volto Theme Picker, this is a tiny add-on which allows you to select preset styles to blocks. Yeah, and the color changes. Volto widget toggle. Again, this is one of very tiny one, and basically replaces the checkboxes with these blue toggles on the edit forms. So yeah, is nice.
Hi guys. So yeah, I'm going to present the next add-ons. You may already know some of them. As Alec mentioned, we have one that the metadata slate, but this is Volto metadata block. So basically, you can insert into the page metadata. So this comes with 2 blocks, so you can add metadata individually, and you can add them, group them as a section. So basically, you can put all the metadata in via blocks into the page. You can also create forms with it like this and hide them on view. Then we have this statistics block, which allows you to add some numbers on your pages with some extra information and a label. And also, this comes with a small React library, EEA CMS CountUp, which is a bare React library that does this animation counting up numbers. So next. Next we have this one, the description block. It should eventually go into the Volto core, because right now the description block in Volto core is hidden and restricted. What does this add-on is that allows you into the blocks area to have rich text, and into the metadata of the document, it will strip this rich text HTML. So this way you can create listings with description and still have rich text on the page, because this was a very requested feature. People were like, okay, why I cannot add formatting on the description? So as you can see, I did a lot of strange things here, and I have rich text here, but in the listing is only the metadata, flat plain text. Okay, we have this call to action, which is based on the semantic UI button component, and yeah, you can add a label, you can add a link and the target of the link. You can align it left, right, center. You can theme it, so it's using the semantic UI primary, secondary, and we also have another one is tertiary. So basically, you can in your policy you can implement in your theme add-on. You can customize these themes. The timeline block allows you to basically to add a roadmap on your page, and you can add icons. We can easily do a roadmap for the Plone releases. 7 maybe, and the icons are the semantic UI ones. So you have a bunch of icons available from semantic UI. Not all of them, because I don't know, Volto is restricts. It comes by default comes with a restricted set of icons, or they don't work. I don't know. We have to look into that. The tabs block, yeah, it allows you to add tabs on your pages. This demo is also with the EEA theme on it, so you can see that how it looks with on the green theme. The accordion block, you already know it. Basically, it allows you to add an accordion on your page, and also have more blocks inside, and you have a lot of options to customize the size of the accordion. And the columns block still allows you to create the Romanian flag with it. So even we have now we have the grid block in Volto Core, still this is more powerful because it allows you to have multiple columns and rows. So it's a multi-dimensional, not like what we have in Core. The group block, this is just a group of blocks, but I will show you a hidden feature of it that it's enabled only in the Dexterity layout editor. So basically, here you have in the block settings, you can say the allowed blocks, and then the HTML5 section, and then there was this maximum characters. So basically, you can. Sorry, what I did, I pressed the wrong button. So you can see it counts the words, and then it tells the editors that you have to be more so block divider. This one allows you to add more space between blocks. Sometimes you want to adjust the page on the vertical, and also maybe you want to add a delimiter, so you can it can have a border text on it. This one, our clients didn't want to allow people to add videos from YouTube or various sources, and they have the Nextcloud. So it's an integration. Basically, it's not an integration. It just allows you to define a list of Nextcloud video sources. So you can just you can restrict users to add videos only from a Nextcloud. Okay, then Alec.
Okay, there are also a bunch of data visualization add-ons. One for that integrates the Plotly charts framework, one for Tableau, for S3 maps, embed whatever in general, and so on. Okay, Volto Plotly charts. Our colleague Andrei made this presentation, so.
Hi guys, my name is Andrei. I'm a developer at Eau de Web. I'm working in the Volto Plone community, and today I want to show you a nice add-on called Volto Plotly charts. This add-on is based on Plotly.js, and it allows you to build charts in a lot of ways. So for today, we are going to need the Volto Plotly charts as a front-end add-on and EEA API data connector as a Plone backend add-on. So again, Plotly charts as a Volto front-end add-on and EEA API data connector as a backend add-on. React chart editor, this is just a third dependency that I want to show you. This is a dependency that gives us the capacity to edit our chart in a lot of ways. You don't have to install anything, just comes with it. For this to work, you would have to check that EEA API data connector is installed on your Plone site. This dependency is not needed for Volto Plotly charts to work, but it gives a lot of options, so we are just going to use it. As you can see, there are some settings I'm checking here. You can also check it on your Volto project. And I already have some charts. I'm just going to empty any settings I have in here to show you how they look and how to edit them. If you have everything installed correctly, you should have some blocks available, meaning the embed EA visualization and the Plotly chart block. The embed block depends on the content type visualization that I showed you earlier. It's held by the EA API data connector, and it just holds the chart configuration so we can embed it wherever we want in our website. And the Plotly chart, which is the basic block that allows us to add a chart. As you can see, there are a lot of charts we can build. I'm just going to use the pie chart. There are already some mock data available within the add-on, but we would want to use our data, of course. So for this, I already created a file which holds an XLS. There it is, mock data, and it holds some basic mock data in a CSV file. Now we want to build a chart based on this Excel file. We would want to select it as a data source, and as you can see, we have the fields already available on the chart, and we can start building on it. The editor that you see there on the left side is the React chart editor dependency I told you about earlier, but since we are working already on 5 years on this add-on, we added a lot of customizations on top of it, but we still use that. So just going through those basic settings here, you can choose subplots, you can add multiple traces to your plot. If you want to see more settings, I encourage you to see the Plotly site, because this holds a lot of interesting stuff and you can customize your plots based on their info. Okay, so we have style. We can edit the style of our chart. Here we can change colors. We can change background, traces, colors. We can change individual traces. We can change titles, fonts, font sizes, size and margins. Basically, you can customize a lot of visuals on your Plotly chart without coding anything. I mean, you would just have to search the settings. You can also annotate or change your legend, just adding a basic shape here to show you how the editor with the chart works. Okay, so we have the chart, we are just going to save it, and there it is, a basic Plotly chart that's building data based on our Excel file straight into our page. Right now I want to show you how to use the embed block. As you can see here, I have a chart, but this is a visualization content type that holds the chart. And in my embed block, I'm going to link this content type, and all the visualization data will be automatically imported. So this way we only need to create the chart once, and we can use it in our websites in multiple places. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this Volto add-on. If you're interested, I suggest you start installing it and just play with it in your project. Okay then, goodbye.
Okay.
Hi guys.
The next visualization add-ons, like Volto EEA Map and Volto Tableau, basically follows the same approach. Like they have a dedicated content type where the visualization is created, settings are stored, and so on, and a dedicated embed block, so you can use that visualization all over the website. This Volto EEA Map integrates with ArcGIS maps, provides a lot of configuration based on whatever came from the server, from the ArcGIS server. Parameters for the data connection, ArcStores, already said that, sorry. Let's see the presentation. Okay, this is the layers. You can select various layers, settings, more settings, filtering, style. You can choose from the available layers that came from the server. And the other settings. Okay, this is how it looks in the end. Okay, this is the visualization, where you can set more stuff. This privacy thing I will talk a bit later. It's available for all the visualization that can embed external sources because of GDPR, for example. And export in various formats and so on. And this is integration with the Tableau. charts and dashboards. Again, a lot of configuration are available. Again, the block embed EEA Tableau and a dedicated content type. This is the Tableau. Here I embed it. The source and customizations I want to make to it. Some layers. Yeah, interaction with the controls, they are available on Tableau. Extra filtering. You can define your source of data or source of visualization, which will show up at the bottom of the visualization. Could be multiple if you need to define that. And this is how it looks. The sources I defined earlier, download formats, and the sharing button. Okay, Volto embed. This allows you to embed a generic map, like a Google map in this example. And on this short presentation, I will also show how it works, this data protection component, which basically, if the data source is external, you want to get the user consent before loading anything from external sources. So it will show up once you get your consent. Okay, this is a block. I choose a Google map. Insert it here. And this is the data protection item I was told you about. You can set a privacy cookie and then a privacy statement. And enable this component. And you see, nothing loads until you give your consent. Let me see here. Okay? And then you consent, and the map is loading. This component is, I told you, present on all these visualization that can include external sources. Volto Open Layers map. It's basically, you can create complex custom maps, and it also contains a helper for block creation. And I just wanted to mention it because it's quite useful if you want to do something very custom. Oh, sorry. I think I lost the track. Yeah. Okay. Volto data blocks. It's an add-on. It's a base add-on that is basically used by all the visualizations and contains a lot of helper functions, blocks to construct data tables, Volto widgets, connectors for the Elastic SQL ArcGIS, and yeah, you can filter, query, and display tabular data using it. OpenLegs I already mentioned. Okay, this is a bunch of generic add-ons.
So yeah, this one is a very interesting one. It's a new one, but basically it allows you to display on the toolbar, to display actions from this toolbar, top actions or toolbar. You can add two categories, toolbar top actions and toolbar bottom actions. And you can take advantage of the Plone backend actions, the CMF actions, basically. So you can have conditions, you can have permissions, you can have all the features that the actions, portal actions provides. And you can see it appears conditionally because I added the condition to appear only on the white Plone. And basically it uses the whole space to add actions for editors or site administrators or whatever you want. And it's using the pluggable feature from Volto Core. Then we have the workflow progress. Let me kill the sound. So this one adds, still using the pluggables, it adds this little percentage and the current state on the toolbar. You can customize these percentages in the portal workflow. You will see that on your workflow there will be a new tab, progress, and then you can give states percentages. So I don't know, if you have a custom workflow, just you can customize it via ZMI, these numbers. And now you can see, if I add another page, you can see the new numbers while I change the workflow. And then, if you don't want plotly charts, and you just need to insert a small bar chart in your, basically, this add-ons allows you to add one bar chart with numbers and colors and like this, and you can easily create a small bar chart like this and display it in your pages.
Okay. Volto Banner, it's an add-on that will show you a banner on top of your page. Can be used for various scopes, let's say. Has some interesting features, like it can be set to appear only for anonymous. It is also integrated with Rancher to display in automatic the status of your services. Volto Matomo, it's an integration with Matomo for Volto sites. You can set up multiple Volto servers to collect the data, and it also works with European Analytics, the tool from the European Commission. Volto Cox Proxy, this package enables fetching data from the third-party servers to the Volto HTTP server. It bypasses the cost security restriction imposed by the browser. And you can configure this via settings or environment variables. Volto taxonomy. I put here just a screen, an image, because it's the same, has the same functionality as the control panel tool from the backend of collective taxonomy. So we can add and manage taxonomies now from the Volto control panel. And in the end, we have a couple of, in fact, two bundles, one for the front-end add-ons and one for the back-end add-on. If you install this bundle, it will get, for example, for the front-end, it will automatically get 35 add-ons, which are well-tested, and they work together without conflicts and errors and so on. Same for the back-end, which are like 15. Okay. I think we are done. In the end, sorry. At the bottom of this slide, you see the link to the YouTube playlist where we uploaded all the videos we used on this presentation. Thank you.
Any questions? Okay, thank you, Aline and Alec. Now we have a coffee break of 15 minutes, and I hope to see you back at 4:15.